Good morning. Again today we are going to study Python class 12. Okay. Series. Last class we have studied the series, how to create the series with a scalar value. So today we are going to study how to create a series with a range, and in the range how to use the for loop. So last class itself we have studied the range function, how to use this range method. Now today also we are going to study the range function, but in the range function how to use the for loop. Okay. So you know the syntax for the for loop. So for is the keyword, then one variable in, then what is the thing, the control variable, that is the syntax. Now creating a series with a range and for loop. So you know for what purpose we are using this import pandas as pd, and then s is the variable to store these values. So s is equal to pd dot series of range of some numbers 11 comma 25 comma 3. So the range function, the initial value and the end value we used to give, and this the third argument in the last class itself I have explained, that is called the skip value. Okay. So range 11 comma 25 comma 3 comma, the next argument is given as index is equal to x for x in a b c d e. Okay. So the loop is used to given the index. So this is the thing, the loop what we are using, this will be the, for creating the index we are using the for loop. That is the meaning. Our index we want a b c d e, that is the index that we are going to create with the help of the for loop. And for that the values we are using a range method. So when you execute this program, you will get the output like this way. So A 11, B 14, C 17, D 20, E 23. So here you can see the initial value is 11 and the final value is given as 25, and skip value is 3. That's why 11 plus 3 you will get 14, isn't it, the skip value. So in between 3 values it will miss, then you will get the answer. So the series element are displayed starting from 11 to 25 with a difference of 3. That is the use of this range function. Then here the index, for creating the index, how we can use the for loop. For that purpose we have used this one. And the next one is creating a series with using two different lists. So I know how to create a list using the series. With the help of the list, how to create a series I know. Now I have two lists. With that two lists, I'm going to create a series. Two different lists I have. In from that, how to create a series. So we know with the help of the series method, that again I am just giving a reminder, like a series, wherever open bracket close bracket is there, that is a method, isn't it? So the two lists are passed as argument to series method. The two lists what we are giving, that will be passed as the argument. Argument means nothing but inside this bracket what we are passing, that is called as argument. Then the first argument will be the index and the other one will be the value. That is the default, that how like that only it will work. So the first one what we are giving, that will be the index, and the other one will be the value. Now see, import pandas as pd, and here I am creating one list. That list name is called mon, mon. Okay, month. So you can give the full name or anything you want, you can give. There just Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, like that I have created. Then no day, that is number of days. So 31, 28, 31, 30, 31, 30, like that. Two different lists are there. Now see, this is the normal, this particular line is the normal line what we are using for creating a series, isn't it? Pd dot series, we will pass our list directly over here. Instead of that, two different lists is there where we stored that list variable. That variable we will pass over here as the argument. Now see, so month I have created over here, that I want as the index, and this number of days I want to give us the value. So normally the range function here, the previous program we use no series range of then we have given index. Like in the same manner here, now I am giving index is equal to mon, print yes. So while executing in the Google Colab, you can see the output. So how the output will be means, like Jan, Feb, March, April, May, like that you will get the index, and the value you will get 31, 28, like that you will get it. So normally that is the output window, you can able to see that. The first argument to the series method will become the index for the generated series. Okay. Then creating series using the missing value. So missing value, why we are using this missing value means, sometimes while creating a series, some of the values you didn't know, but that time you need to create a series. But in between, some values are at the end or at the beginning. Some of the values you are not knowing while creating a series. But definitely you know that some value is there. In that situation, you can use this NaN values, the missing value. Okay. So we need to create a series object for which the size is defined, but some elements or data are missing. So that we can do with the help of a NaN, that is not a number. And this NaN function, where it presents means, it presents under the NumPy library. Like how we are using import pandas PD, then we are using series, range, all that. Like in the same manner, this NaN is present under the library NumPy. So hereafter, whenever we want to use this NaN, in that situation, you have to import the NumPy also. So we have to import both the NumPy as well as the Panda over here. Now see, import Panda as PD and import NumPy as NP. Now one object, this is just I have given SOBJ or anything, A, B, C, any variable you can give, which is equal to pd.series. And here I have created a list of values. Now the first value is 11.2, 3.4, 7.8. And the last value I didn't know what is the value is. So I can't give the empty over there, but some value is there. That is the meaning. Now at present it is missing. So we can use this NumPy object, that is np.nan. So now this is the way how you can create a series using the missing values. Like some values I don't know, so that is why I can't able to create a series. It is not like that. If you don't know some values for the series also, with the help of this NaN function, that is not a number, with the help of that you can create a series. That is the thing, creating a series using a missing value. So that NaN function presents in the NumPy library. So when you are writing a program, you have to import the NumPy also. When you are giving print is obj, that is the series object, you will get the output now see, you will get the output will be here, because the index we didn't create. So automatically you know that index start with the 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, because 3 values or 4 values we have, but the index start with 0. So for 11.1, 11.2, the index will be 0. For 3.4, the index will be 1, and 7.8, the index will be 2, and for this NaN, the index will be 3. So like this, it will create a series. And that again, I know you know that while showing you the Google Colab, you can see the output while executing. Now, creating a series from the dictionary. So up to here, this we studied how to create a series with the help of a list. Like in the same manner, we can create a series with the help of a dictionary also. So one main advantage is there while creating a dictionary, no need to specifically given an index value. Automatically, the built-in keys are used for indexing. So we can use that. That is the main advantage. Then no need to declare as any index separate list, like in the previous and all index is equal to, like that we have separately we created a list. But here when you are using a dictionary, No need to create a separate list for your index. Automatically, the built-in keys will be treated as the index over there. That is the main advantages of using a dictionary for creating a series. So here, the simple example, one simple example, how to create a dictionary. Now see, import panda as PD, you know this first line. Now s is equal to pd dot series. This also you know with the help of the series function we used to do. Then this normal bracket, when we are passing a list of values, we used to give in the square bracket. But here, that is the one main difference. Here dictionary means we will use a curly bracket. This bracket is called as the curly bracket. Okay. So inside the curly bracket, if you are writing something, then it is called as a dictionary. Okay. And here now see Jan colon 31, Feb colon 28. So this is the syntax. Like first you have to use the index, then the data value. Index colon data value we used to say. So this is the, by default automatically the built-in will take this. Okay. Index of keys, whatever here the first one you are giving. So if it is a character or a string, then within code, suppose some 102 something if you want to give, then no need to give this colon. Just with the help of the numbers, you can just type and go. You can do it. So now we have created a series with the help of a dictionary. Now I want to name the series. Now see here, we have a built-in function called name over there. So yes dot name is equal to days. Then the index I want to give the name month. So here I didn't give anything, no, we didn't give, just we created a series, and the inside the curly bracket we have typed. So what is the meaning? The curly bracket means it is the dictionary. Now using the dictionary, I created a series. After that, what I want to do, I want to name my series. So I'm giving s dot, s means what? My series, where my series is stored, that is called s. So s dot name is equal to days, and the index also I want to name. So I'm giving s dot index dot name is equal to month. So this name function automatically, when you type s dot, it will come, so many default things will be there, in that name you will get it. Now print yes, when you are giving, you will get the output like Jan 31, Feb 28, March 31, April 30, May 31, June 30. Then you will get the name. Suppose if you didn't give this s dot name is equal to days, s dot index dot name equal to month, that only what I told now, what you created the series, that will be your output. But here we have named the series. So what we will get means the index area, what is the name we are given now? See, here the output is like this, no? The output is like this. This is the index, yes, this is the values. So in the top of here, you will get month. The index name we are given as month. And for the value, we have given the name, that is the series name, what we are given, that will be displayed at the end. Before the D type, it will be displaying, that is the thing. So the index name we are given as month, and the series name we are given days. So it will be like name colon days comma D type into 64, like that the output will be. Okay, so this is called naming a series. Now let's see how this is executing in the Google Colab. Now see here, so the first one, creating a series with a range and a for loop. I think you can able to see the screen. Okay, creating a series with a range of a for loop. So import panda as pd, s is equal to pd dot series of range of 11 comma 25 comma 3. So this is the simple value we are just given over here. Now when we execute, we will get the output like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23. Suppose if we are giving like 1 to 15. So instead of 11, suppose if you are giving 1, suppose 1 comma 25, let's see how the output is. Okay, so creating a series with a range and a for loop. So the initial value is 1 and the ending value is 25. The skipping value in between, 3 difference between that, we need the value. Now see, so this is the index because we didn't give the index value. So automatically it will take the index value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why up to 7 means because the ending value we are given 25, the skip value is 3. So 1, after the skipping of 3 value 4, difference between the numbers. Okay, 7, 10, 13, 16, okay, 19, 22, then 23, 24, 25, because up to n my l minus 1, you know that up to that only it will take. That is the reason. Suppose if you are giving here 26, now the execution you see, so you will come to know the difference. The 25 you will get the output. Okay, because n minus 1, that is the reason. Okay, the last value minus 1 only it will take. Now this is simply the range function. Now today we studied in the range function for creating the index how to use the for loop. This is the last class itself we studied. So just I'm showing that, then you will understand easily this one. So now import panda as PD, the same thing, only the second argument is changing. That is index is equal to x for x in A, B, C, D, E. So if you are giving A, B, C, D, E, then the index each time, the value, what is the value that will be taken, A, B, C, D, E will be created. Suppose now see here, if I am deleting this E, 5 value it is creating, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 value it is creating. So correctly I have given the 5 index values. Suppose if you didn't give one index over here, you will get the error message because the value is there. You didn't give the index for that, so you will get the error message. Now see, you will get the error message like this. You will get the most reason called as the value error because A, B, C, D, we have one more value to print over there, but the index is not there. So that is the reason. Suppose if I am giving here, for example, 24, now you see, again, you are getting there because up to 22 it is printing, no? That is the reason. Now see, if I am giving 22, now you are not getting any error because the index, it is A, B, C, D, and it is generating only 4 values over there. So whenever you are using the index, you have to be very careful, like how many values you have, that many index should be there. That normally directly when we are assigning the index value, it won't be a problem. We will be knowing that how many values. But when you are using a for loop in the index and using the range function, that time you should be little aware. So if you are getting the error, you should know like this will be the error, to how to avoid that. For that purpose only I have just showed you these things. Okay, then the next one is creating a series with 2 different lists. So Monday is one list, then sorry, month is one list, and no day is the another list. Now these 2 values we are passing this as the argument over here inside the series. Now see, the first one, normally the first value what we are giving here, and this is the index one. Now this Monday, index equal to month. So the month whatever we are giving, that will be as our index, and this will be our value. Now creating a series with a no values, like empty values, missing values. So this is, like this is the way. Suppose if here you want to give some value over in this place, so any place you can give the nan value. Now here if I'm using, so you have to use np dot nan, just copy it and paste, or you can type it over here also, like np dot nan. If you are typing, then you will get the output. Now see, np dot nan, I type no capital N, sorry. because the comma is missing over there. That is the thing. Comma is missing. Okay. And capital N. Okay. So when you are giving over here also, you will get the same result. So some error you can see, that is the error NP and the comma. Why I am showing all these things? You should know how to overcome the errors, how to rectify the error. That is the thing. Now see here NaN. So no problem. Here also it should be a capital N and comma should come. Then you won't get any error in that place. That is the thing. Okay. So capital N and comma if you give, then you won't get any error. So this is how you should know to rectify the error, how to rectify the error. Simply seeing and typing the program won't give you anything. So you should know if error comes, how to rectify the error. Now see in between or beginning, wherever you want, you can use that. Okay, now this value is missing. Later in the coming classes, we will see while we have created a series with the empty value, like a missing value. How to fill the value, missing value, how to fill, or how to remove the missing value from the series. All that in the coming classes we will study. Okay, and this is the dictionary. There I have shown you an example. So wherever the curly bracket we are giving, that is called the dictionary. Now see here, import panda as pd, import numpy as np. Now data is equal to the curly bracket. This is my index, after that colon, then my value. Each value should be separated with a comma operator. Now see here, 0 point, 1 point, 2 point, that means the float value. Float means nothing but a decimal value. So pd dot series of, we are passing the dictionary inside over the series. Now when we are giving print 0, 0.0, 1.0, 2.0, the index you can see ABC like this, we will get the value. Now the same manner, suppose here we didn't create, we have by default, whenever we this one a colon, that will be taken as the index. Suppose I don't want that index, I want to specifically give some index value. Now see data, the same program, a colon 0 b1 c2 pd dot series data, the second argument I am passing over here. Now see, you can compare the program, series of data comma index, I'm giving z comma b comma x. Okay, now what I'm giving the index z comma b comma x. Now see here, z I don't have a value at all. It will create a index, but in my data I don't have the value for the index z, so it automatically will print na, and that means the missing value, not a number. That then B, I have an index in my data, because data we are passing inside over here. Okay, I have a value for the index B. What is the value? 1 point, that is 1.0. And I don't have a index called X, that will be, suppose if I'm giving here, the index is C. Now see, if I'm giving the index is C, you will get the value of the C over there. Now see, C is 2.0. So you can able to give like this also, like some more index you want to create, but in your data dictionary, you are not having the values for that index. That value will be printed as NaN. Okay. Then this is the example what I have shown over there. Now see the output here. So the naming with the help of the name. Now see, s dot index dot name is equal to month. So our index name is what? Month. That will be there. And our series name I want to give as days. That you will get at the last. Now see, name colon days. This is my series name. Suppose if I am changing that into, like for example, this is dictionary, no? So I am just giving dict, and my index name I am giving sample. This is just to show you. Okay. Now see, you can see my index name is changed into samp, and my series name is changed into dict, d type int 64. Okay, so this is the way how to create a series from the dictionary. With the help of the dictionary we studied, and how to name a series. Then in the next class we will see how to create a series using a mathematical expression and function, and what are all the different types of attributes are there for the series object, and how to retrieve the values from the series. So if time permits, then we will see, because people are messaging me, they don't want a big video. That is the reason I didn't add over there. If time permits, then in the next class, with this two topic, we will add one more topic, like how to retrieve a value from a series using the function. So many ways are there using the function, that is head and tail function, how to retrieve the value, that we will see. Then we have to complete this particular series itself. We have so many things, like vector operation on a series, mathematical operation on a series, then retrieving the values using the condition. With the help of some condition, how to retrieve the value. Then, like I created a series, later I come to know that that particular value or a particular series, that I don't want from that, then how to eliminate that element from the series, that and all that, to complete this particular topic itself. I think more it will take 2 class to complete this series. Then we will move on to the data frames. So until that, I think you don't have any doubt. Suppose if you have any doubt or you have some queries to ask me, there is a comment section. You can comment in that. And something else other than this you want to know in the computer, you can ask me in the query in the comment section. So I will definitely answer you. Okay. Thank you.